Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Algebra 1 Goal 1 video tutorial, and now finally we're getting into some of the fun stuff and we're dealing with two-step equations, some of my favorites. The next family actually is my favorite because that's when it really starts getting elegant and fun, but let's get ourselves introduced to this first. So we're going to start off with a topic that they expect you to do it one way, but I'm going to teach you to do it another way because the way they teach you is like inherently inefficient, and I want to get you guys used to how this is going to work. So we see that we have distribution. We learned that in pre-algebra. So negative 3 times y is negative 3y. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 equals negative 24. All right. Next up, we are again going to be doing PEMDAS in reverse. Now, for the last couple of videos, we've been going only one at a time. It was only addition and subtraction. It was only multiplication and division. But now we have both of them here. We have negative 3 times u, and we have negative 12. So the question is, well, good Lord, which one am I supposed to do first? You always start with addition and subtraction first, and that's why you're going in reverse order. So you're starting at the bottom and working your way up. So this is a minus 12. What's the opposite of minus 12? Plus 12 plus 12. Negative 3u equals, what is negative 24 and 12? That's subtraction, and then 24 is the sign that dominates. Then, is there any more addition or subtraction to look at? Nope. So next we move up, multiplication and division. We're going to divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, u equals positive 4. Are any of these numbers here positive 4? No. So not a single one of them is a solution. I find doing it that visually is so much easier than being what the explanation tells you, which is to plug it in every single answer and then go through the work like 4 times. Like, why, universe, why? Over here, same as before, we're going to do PEMDAS in reverse, which means we're going to be starting with addition and subtraction. So we have a 2 here. That's a positive 2. What's the opposite of positive 2? Negative 2. Negative 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4 equals negative 4x. Divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4, because now we're up to multiplication and division. X equals negative 1. Y'all are going to have to watch me and be careful here. Is negative 1 anywhere here? Nope. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't get either of my screen grabs to have a solution. Y'all are going to have to watch me in the comments because this is something I've done so often and I find so rhythmic and cathartic that I tend to shoot ahead without paying attention. Let me know when that happens. So now let's actually get down to brass tacks. We are doing PEMDAS in reverse. Again, we want to get used to that, so you're starting with your addition and subtraction first. So let's get ourselves set up here. We're going to be minusing 8. And then what we do to one side, we do to the other. So 43 minus 8 is 35 equals 5v. Is there any other addition or subtraction? Nope. So now we move on to multiplication and division. Divide by 5, divide by 5, v equals 7. All right, so far so good. This here, what do we start with? Addition and subtraction? Well, we have subtraction here. The opposite of that is addition. The opposite of that is addition. So 4u equals 43 and 9 is 52. And now we're going to divide by 4. Divide by 4. Human calculator already knows the answer is going to be 13. Next up, oh, they're trying to trick us. They see that. We see that. But nope, that's division, which means we're going to put it on pause. First things first is addition. So we're going to minus 13. Minus 13. W over 3 equals 19, I believe. And now this is, again, we're going to read this as division to make it easier for ourselves. The opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to times 3 times 3. So W equals 30, 57. All right, it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. What if they try to disguise a 2-step and make you think it's a 1-step? Now, this can be done one of 2 ways. For beginners, what they tend to do is a very common mistake, and I want to show you. They'll do, okay, this is 63, so minus 63, minus 63, and then they'll say, yeah, that's it, x equals 102. Yeah, that's it, we're done. except we're not, because what happened to this? Where did it go? What did it do? What are we supposed to expect? The thing is that it drops down. So if you're going to do it this way, you have to divide by -1, divide by -1, x equals 1 negative, Ms. Dubois, even I missed that, did you see that? X equals -102, 02. What I like to do to prevent, we need to prevent that. We want to make sure that we're not getting lost. If there is ever an opportunity for me to move a negative variable over to the other side, honestly, I'm going to do it. So this is going to be plus u plus u. Now, are u and 39 like terms, like we talked about earlier? No, because one has a u and the other one doesn't. We are left then with u plus 39 equals 292. Oh, now this is easier because now we're up to addition and subtraction. So that's -39, -39. U equals 260, 253. Again, I have that negative. I don't like that it's negative. I want to make it positive, so I'm going to add W, and I'm going to add W. This will be W, and then it's positive 14 equals 221. So what this is, in effect, is this is a two-step equation that's hidden. It's in disguise, and we're not going to let it fool us. -14, W equals 207. There we go. All right, well, now we're going to get into more traditional two-step equations. Look at that. It's starting to get more familiar. We've seen this before. It's like getting more comfortable now. Funny that. It's almost like the repetition is actually doing us a favor or something. Huh. So let's see here. We're doing PEMDAS in reverse. So we're going to start with addition and subtraction. So we're going to -3. We're going to -3. That's the same sign. So we add, and then the sign drops down equals u over 5. That's division. We undo division with multiplication. So times 5 times 5, u equals -25. Okay, so far so good. This one, we're going to start with addition and subtraction again. So -6, u over 3 equals 12. And then that's division, and we're not going to let it fool us. So the opposite of division is multiplication, times 3 times 3. So u equals 36. Okay? Next up, what is it with the u's and the 3's? We're going to have, that's a positive 3, so we undo that with subtraction, and we undo that with subtraction. 12 equals u over 3 times 3, because again, that's division. They're trying to trick us. Times 3, u equals 36. How did I get the same number for both problems? Huh, funny that. Now, this topic right here, I am a low-key fan of, because this right here is an SAT question, bold, underline, italics. Like, they try to make you go nuts with this, especially since I've just said the word SAT. I see some of you already sweating bullets. But the sad fact of the matter is if they give you an equation right there on a silver platter, then you know automatically what to do because we've been doing it for the entire screen. We're going to do PEMDAS in reverse. So we're going to start with addition and subtraction. So -7, -7, 2u equals -4. Okay, so far so good. Divide by 2, divide by 2, u equals -2. And we're done! Wait. What's this? 5u minus 8? 5u minus 8? What? Maybe I should actually read this first. Find the value of 5u minus 8 given that. Oh! So now that we know what u is, they want the value of 5u minus 8. Well, God, that's easy. That was way back in the first video for this. That's 5 times, what does u equal? -2 minus 8. 5 times -2 is -10 minus 8. Those are the same signs, so we add, and then the sign drops down. So now that we know what we're doing for this, let's do it again with a little bit more confidence. -5, -5, 3u equals 2 minus 5 is subtraction, and then 5 is the bigger sign, so that dominates. Divide by 3, u equals -1. Okay, are we done? No, of course not, because we have that 2u minus 6. Well, good grief, how is that hard? We just figured out that u is -1, so we're going to substitute that value in. Funny that. 2 times -1 is -2 minus 6, so those are the same signs, so we add them, and our answer is going to be -8. All right, so we've done a lot of this. Very good, pretty confident. We know what we're doing, so let's step it up one more and give everyone's delightful enemy fractions. I can hear you cheering. I know you love it. Oh no, don't even try to deny it. I know how this works. All right, now we have 3 numbers here, so finding a common denominator might cause a little bit of stress. If you're having a little bit of trouble, the easiest thing to do, and I just now noticed that yet again, all of this is the exact same thing as the other problem, so I only have 2 examples. Darn it. Oh well. So what we're going to be doing over here is we have 9 and 3 and 2. So let's see here. My lowest common denominator is going to be 18. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to just visually cross these out and replace them with my 18s. So let's see here. If this is going to be 18, that was times 2, times 2. This is going to be times 6, times 6, and this will be times 9, times 9. Okay, visually that's a little messy, so we'll rewrite it. It'll be -2 over 18 plus 30 over 18v equals -9 over 18. Okay, the numbers are bigger, and that makes me a little nervous, but at least visually I can wrap my head around what's going on. So what do we start with? This is still, yet again, nothing has changed, PEMDAS in reverse. So I see that -2/18, so I'm going to move that, 2 over 18, 2 over 18, -30 over 18 equals 9 and 2 is 7 over 18. And then, that's a U, Ms. Dubois. Oh no, that's a V, Ms. Dubois. Pay attention. What is wrong with you? All right, now I'm going to do this the textbook way. This is what Ms. Dubois is doing in her head when she's doing all of those complicated math. I'm going to take something, and here's a fancy word for you. Multiplicative inverse. So for you guys, what you would do is you would times 18, cross reduce, and then, actually no, we can do it that way. Let's not do the inverse. Times 18, cross reduce, so that leaves us with -30v equals -7. Divide by -30, divide by -30, v equals 7 over 30. And now we know, coming into this topic in advance, that it's not uncommon for us to have fractions as an answer. And if you know coming in that having a fraction is going to be an answer, that can make you more confident. All right, common denominator again. This is going to be 21. All right. So let's see here. That's times 7 times 7 times 3 times 3 times 7 times 7. That's a little messy, so let's rewrite that. That's -28 over 21y plus 3 over 21. Catch up, computer, equals -7 over 21. Addition and subtraction first, so -3 over 21, -3 over 21, -28 over 21y equals -10 over 21 times 21 times 21, so that leaves us with -28y equals -10, okay? Divide by -28, divide by -28, y equals +10 over 28. Now, if you're going to do it this way, up until now, all of the topics we've been doing already come out automatically reduced. This one didn't, so you want to keep an eye out for it. So we have 10 and 28, those are both even numbers, so I can divide by 2, y equals 5 over 14. Okay, that's not too bad. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything you need to know about two-step equations. We've been burning through the topics pretty fast. There have been 1 or 2 minor challenges, but nothing that hasn't been within our wheelhouse. Next up, we're going to do Ms. Dubois' favorite type of equations, which is multi-step equations, and I have a shortcut for you guys. So, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.